December 13th, Revolution Grappling Entertainment finally comes to Middle Tennessee. And I'm supposed to wrestle some guy named Matt Boyce. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing about how great Matt Boyce is. And I'm sick and tired of hearing how great everyone else is. It seems to me that the only way you get notoriety in professional wrestling anymore is if you got a big Titantron behind you, or you're walking down some big ramp, or you got some pyrotechnics coming out when you come out. Well, the fact of the matter is, you're looking at the best unsigned talent in the business. I go from podunk town to podunk town and have to wrestle in front of small crowds because people, the agents, so to speak, in all these offices, don't want to look at talent. They want to look at who's good. They want to look at somebody that will listen to everything they say. They want to listen to all these guys blowing smoke up their ass. Well, I'm sick and tired of it. You're looking at the one guy that can change exactly how professional wrestling is looked at. And I'm going to do it by myself. I am an independent professional wrestler. What that means is I have freedom to say what I want, do what I want, go where I want, and act how I want. So I don't have to have a character. I just show up to all these towns. I do what I do. I get in the back, I put my boots on, I put my knee pads on, and I go to the ring. And I show exactly everybody that's in the ring with me and everybody that's in that crowd and everybody that's watching on YouTube and the internet that I am truly the best undiscovered, unsigned talent this business has ever seen. And Matt Boyce, December 13th, you'll find out just like everybody else has. There ain't nobody better than Shawn Schultz.
Just received a very mysterious text message.
I don't know what Rudy Charles is. I've tried to call him a few times. I'm actually kind of worried about it myself.
Have I seen Rudy Charles? No, and I hope I never do again. Yeah, put it in his bag. I don't care about Matt. I don't care about Rudy.
Man, that big match on the 13th, you taking on Shawn Schultz, I tell you, I'm excited about it.
Man, I've been there, I've done it. You know, I've wrestled them all over Tennessee, all over the nation, really. But, man, 13th in Laverne, I don't think I've ever wrestled in Laverne, so that should be something different, you know what I mean?
What are we doing here? It's my November Fu Man Becker. Magnum PI. What's going on, man? You look weird. Evil Becker. You like it? EB? No, I think it looks ridiculous.
It's fine.
Get out. Young Matthew.
Can I help you, man?
Oh, God, can you help me? You know, what's all this trash talking about Shawn Schultz?
I'm not talking trash, man. All I'm saying is I've beat Shawn from one end of the state to the other.
No,
so.
you haven't. No, you haven't. Yeah, you won a few times. I think you've lost more than you've won. It doesn't really matter. Do wins and losses count in pro wrestling anyway? It doesn't matter. How many times did Travis Sawyer knock you from pillar to post all over the place? You remember that? Remember, I whooped your butt one time in a strap match. You remember that?
Now, if I recall that, it was me throwing you out, and the people just feasting on you, threw you out to every side.
Well, that's because I strained my left earlobe.
So you were hurt.
And yes, in
Well,
Iceland, for the Icelandic
Let
television
me ask you this.
title.
What's Sean's excuse going to be? Is he going to be hurt in the
Well, he's not going to have an excuse.
What's
He'll
his
be there to see it, and I'll tell you what, it's now a title match. In case you don't know, I am the Keo of RGE Wrestling. I don't know if your boy Magnum told you or not.
So it's going to be.
It's a title match.
It's going to be for the United States Championship. Is that right?
It could be for this, it could be for the RGE title, it's going to be for anything I want it to be. Maybe it's winner take all.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Maybe it's if you lose, your name's not Matt anymore. No, we won't do that. But it's going to be a title match.
Well, that's fine. That's good. You tell Sean that he better lace his boots up real tight, bring his A game, do every cliche in the wrestling world.
Yeah, because I was going to say,
because that's what he's going to need.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to need if he wants to take my United States title. Because it's not coming off my waist without a fight. I can guarantee you that.
Well, we'll see.
I'll see you.
Drink your milk. Matt Boyce. I thought I was done with that guy. Here he is again. Fix him.
Never a dull moment here at RGE Wrestling. In the ring right now, Chris Hargas stomping the bejesus out of Super Barney, and the superhero is worse for the wear. Welcome everyone to RGE Wrestling. We are presenting the second night of action from Carrier Mills, Illinois, from earlier this year's Springfest events. And what a show we have tonight. But even more, people are buzzing about this RGE Nashville show at 121 Old Nashville Highway in Laverne this Thursday, December the 13th. Tensions building around that Shawn Schultz versus Matt Boyce match, which is now for Boyce's United States Championship, according to the Keo, Tony Lucasio, who insulted my mustache. I gotta say, I don't know where people get off hurting my feelings on the show, but that's gonna have to come to an end. Also on that show, the matinee idol Jason Nesmith. We saw him before, well, let's just say we saw him on a previous episode. We also have David Vaughn, who we saw last week, Nick Iggy, who will be on this program later tonight, as well as Dyron Flynn. In the first ever First Amendment match, Clay Moore takes on Casey Rush. Now, Casey Rush is not allowed to talk at RGE Wrestling. This match will be a way that Casey Rush can not only win his first match, but overcome his vocal suspension. And hopefully we'll find out more about the disappearance of Rudy Charles. Chris Hargas attempting to put Super Barney away. And a 2 count. The superhero gets his shoulder off the mat. Chris Hargas tries him again. And Super Barney gets that shoulder up at 2. Chris Hargas going for that knee to the back. Bending the superhero like some kind of bow and arrow. Now this Chris Hargas guy, this one tough guy from the city of St. Louis. And he will be in action at RGE Nashville taking on Shane Andrews in what promises to be an exciting athletic contest. Super Barney with a backslide, and the referee 1, 2, and no. This match will continue. And the superhero getting a hard shot for his efforts. And as Hargas backs the superhero into the corner, I'd like to update you on some other shows in the Nashville area. USA Championship Wrestling presents its Christmas 2012 will mark the 20th year that Nashville-based USA Championship Wrestling will be presenting free live wrestling events and toy giveaways for the needy throughout the Mid-South. For some children, these will be the only gifts they receive. We hope you will join us in a donation of a toy, candy, or money for a toy as we spread holiday cheer for families across Tennessee. This year's free live events will be December the 14th in Lebanon at the Wilson County Fairgrounds, December 20th in Selmer at the Selmer County Fairgrounds, December 21st in Woodbury at the Cannon County Community Center, and December 20th in Carthage at the Smith County Fairgrounds. In addition, we also provide toys and food baskets for national area families that are in need during this time. We encourage you to attend one or more of our shows. We never charge a penny for you at any of these shows. No one is turned away, and no child leaves without a Christmas gift from Santa. That is another tender Tennessee Christmas. 20th Annual Toy Drive, USA Wrestling for Kids. And this match is over. Super Barney picked up the win. Hard shots from Chris Hargas. Now Chris Hargas now throwing Super Barney back into the ring. Chris Hargas resorting to some frustration, some hard shots to the head and some chokes. The referee needs to get right in there. Oh, watch out, there's Steve-O in the ring. And throws the man from St. Louis to the outside. We'll be right back.
Hey, there's Rudy. There's Rudy. Where? No. No, it's not him. It looked like him. You remember Rudy Charles?
Of course, man.
Okay.
Good
He
friend.
disappeared.
What do you mean he disappeared?
He disappeared. Nobody knows where he. Okay, so clearly
Not
he doesn't know where.
again.
Nobody
Come
can
on.
find him. These guys, I can't shake this tail right here. They think I know. They think I know.
I mean, I saw a bunch of Pokemon guys over there, and I saw some Power
he
Rangers.
vanished here.
and
And you remember that Rudy is, or slash was, the senior global wrestling official at
Right,
TNA. So
yes.
they're sending him to all these weird places, and then he just never came back.
The last I'd heard was that he was in the Galapagos Islands. But I heard that from a buddy of mine named Dan O'Manley.
He's a pain in the.
Yeah, he kind of is. That guy's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
I hope you find him. You know, we love Rudy. You know, I'd love to see him.
You do. Well, you guys are the first one.
And here we are back. Nick Iggy taking on Chris Hargas. Steve-O just made this match as Steve-O himself is injured. Brought out Nick Iggy to challenge Chris Hargas and, of all people, Super Barney, who just minutes ago defeated Chris Hargas. He's a special guest referee. Chris Hargas definitely frustrated and having a pose down with the Masked Warrior. Nick Iggy seems to be enjoying himself as always. You can see the crowd with the Iggy sign, a trademark of the Magic Man. Nick Iggy with the go behind. Chris Hargas forces him back against the corner. Where's he going here? Nick Iggy whipped hard to the buckle. Chris Hargas coming in. Nick Iggy out of the way and a big arm drag. And another. Hard shot to the arm of Chris Hargas. Well, it is being announced right now that at RGE Nashville this Thursday, Nick Iggy will be taking on his rival in Dyron Flynn, who we will be seeing here on this next episode of Springfest, presented by USA Championship Wrestling. And a lot of speculation has been running as far as who is actually running RGE Nashville. Those of us here at RGE are baffled by this and think it's pretty obvious that we have a Keo and it's Tony Lucasio, and you know, he just makes matches where, you know, guys can or can't talk and titles be on the line. And you heard him earlier wanting to put Matt Boyce in a match that would possibly not let him be named Matt anymore. But as far as this show, Nick Iggy's in charge. Throws Chris Hargas to the ring. Some hard shots. Throws him to the ropes. And a clothesline. Nick Iggy firing up on the man from St. Louis. And you have to imagine Nick Iggy's got an advantage, since Chris Hargas did just compete in a match earlier here. Hargas definitely now has something to prove as he backs Nick Iggy into the corner. And as you can see, the referee needs to get in there and break this, and he does, to his credit. The superhero trying to restore some order. Although to the effect of Chris Hargas, you do have to wonder how fair this is, that Super Barney is the special guest referee, having just defeated Chris Hargas. And I would want to check and make sure he is a registered referee. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that we saw him fired from RGE Wrestling and, finally got a chance to come back, taking on Octavius Black of all people. And I tell you, that Octavius Black, that man is scary.
You said no. What do you say, Iggy? What do you say? Come on.
Speaking of scary, Nick Iggy fighting out of this looks like some kind of a face lock. Nick Iggy with the sunset flip. This could be the match right here, and it's not. Chris Hargas with a hard shot. Dazes Iggy, follows him up with a hard clothesline. And you hear the crowd enjoying themselves, as always, here at USA Championship Wrestling or an RGE Wrestling show. And heavens to Betsy, we have an RGE Nashville show this Thursday, where 121 Old Nashville Highway in Laverne. Tell your friends, because this one's going to be a blast. And we are announcing here right now, too, just added to the card, the anti-bully Alan Shepard will be in action. Stay tuned for more information as far as who he may be facing. We also expect a bunch of surprises. And Chris Hargas may be putting away Iggy right here. To his credit, Super Barney does seem to be calling this match fair. At least as fair as you might imagine.
Go, Iggy, go! Go, Iggy, go!
Hargas opening up with those hard left hands, fist to the face. The referee needs to get in there and check that and stop jacking with the crowd. But we got a little clip to show you here, a little bit of the background behind this First Amendment match, where Tony Locasio and Sean Schultz have decreed that Casey Rush is not allowed to speak until he wins a match here at RGE Wrestling. Jeez, I mean, can you believe that? The man can't talk until he wins a match? Well, he'll get his chance this Thursday. And we're back. Nick Iggy firing up on Chris Hargas. Hargas catches the Magic Man, Nick Iggy. Looks to put him away here. Where's he going? Nick Iggy scratching and clawing, trying to get out of this one. And a big fall-away slam by Chris Hargas. Nick Iggy is worse for the wear. Now we'll see Nick Iggy in action this Thursday at RGE Nashville. Chris Hargas with a quick pin. Iggy with the reverse. Now you see Chris Hargas going up on the rope here. What's going to happen here? And Nick Iggy is able to roll out of the way. Chris Hargas may be stunned. Nick Iggy, this is your big opportunity here, sir. You got to fight back. And he does, throws Chris Hargas to the ropes. Hard shot in the corner. Nick Iggy's gonna count to 10 on the face of no Chris Hargas. Looks like he got to about 4. Back in the corner with a clothesline. And that bulldog face buster right there. Nick Iggy slips behind, got Hargas down. 1, 2, and 2. And there we see some excitement from the crowd. Nick Iggy going to the ropes, looking for that 615, and gets cut off with a vicious clothesline from the man from St. Louis. Shane Andrews is going to have his work cut out for him. Nick Iggy kips up. Chris Hargas is not aware that Nick Iggy is already back on his feet. But he's about to, and he does a Steve-O, shades of Steve-O super kick. And this match is over. Chris Hargas is defeated by the Magic Man, Nick Iggy. What an amazing upset. I think you have to call it an upset from the upstart. One of the fastest rising stars in Nick Iggy. We're gonna head backstage again and see if we can't track down one Rudy Charles.
Rudy Charles? Brother, I don't know where he is. Rudy Charles, I mean, he's a mystery upon a mystery. I mean, you never know with that guy. Listen, the last thing I heard when he was in Papua New Guinea, reffing a match, I didn't go on the tour. He went to ref that, never been seen from again. They're famous for having an exploding ring match in Papua New Guinea. David Young, right? Remember? Diamonds in the Rough? Okay. David, these guys right here, they follow me everywhere. Rudy Charles is damn shit. They don't know where he is.
No, I'm here to get my Jerry Lynn picture out there.
I'm ignoring you over here.
Why would I look for Rudy anyway?
Well, he's been. I didn't know if you've seen him. Rudy Charles.
Charles.
Rudy Charles.
If I see him, I'll send him your way.
You don't happen to know Rudy Charles, do you?
Rudy Charles?
This camera crew following me because they can't find Rudy.
The strong style referee? Yeah, no one hits that mat as hard as Rudy.
He went missing.
No,
Last thing I knew is when he went to Papua New Guinea.
The last time I saw Rudy, he's wandering around going, I'm just a maintenance man. Jerry, I'm really pressed for time. I know you want 20 for this. Can I give you 5? Maybe you can sign your first name?
Deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Boyce!
Right now you have the giant masked assassin taking on Matt Boyce. We've seen the giant masked assassin make short work of many people using that very claw to the brain that he's employing right now. Matt Boyce fights out of it. Monkey flip, and Matt Boyce, this kid's a spitfire here. Pro Wrestling Illustrated has him as one of the fastest rising stars in the country, and the giant masked assassin cuts him off against the top rope. And a hard uppercut by the masked man, and a hard fist with a follow-up. This could be it right here, and no. And that was a hard fist by the giant masked assassin. You know what? You know what a famous man said, that you always have a game plan going to a match, but that changes once someone hits you in the face. I believe that was Mike Tyson. Hard shot like that's going to make you reconsider what got you into this position in the first place. Matt Boyce with that hard throwdown landed on his head. But he's fighting back and cut off by the giant masked assassin. Matt Boyce, the United States champion, takes on Sean Schultz. at RGE Nashville on Thursday. And you saw at the top of the episode, both these guys having some words for each other. Arqueo Tony Lucasio not only making fun of me, but also turning this into a title match. And Boyce just barely getting his shoulder off the mat from the giant masked assassin. And you better bring your A game anytime you're in the ring with a man this size. He's got to be, what, 6'4", 6'5", probably 280 pounds. Boyce with a sunset flip. Masked Assassin on his feet and hard clothesline. It's going to take more than that to knock a man like this off. Well, one still has to worry about the whereabouts of Rudy Charles. Hopefully we can update you a little bit more at RGE Nashville. Matt Boyce is barely getting his shoulder up there. He may have a cracked rib. The giant masked assassin has been doing a number on the body of the United States champion. And what a spectacular fashion we saw Matt Boyce winning that title. And there is a DVD available of that event from Burns, Tennessee back in early November. And USA Championship Wrestling will be returning to Burns this Saturday on the 15th. Exciting card there. Matt Boyce with a hard neck breaker. Giant masked assassin, a little bit worse for the wear. Referee in position. Whoa! Giant masked assassin throws Matt Boyce like a child. Just throws him to the ropes, and that giant claw. But Boyce is against the ropes. The referee is going to need to get in there and break this hold. Boyce, where's he going? He's in the claw. He's climbing to the top rope, fighting out, and a headbutt. Could it be? Could it be? Crossbody! Crossbody! Matt Boyce! Matt Boyce! And this match is over. Matt Boyce, an upset victory. I don't know if you can call it an upset victory if it's Matt Boyce. But the United States champion defeats the giant masked assassin. What an exciting show we had here. Catch us next time, and we'll see you on the 13th.
Oh, where can Rudy Charles be? He's disappeared mysteriously. If you want to find Rudy, better go ask Mike Posey. Woo!